Hi, welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines, currently in Thailand. Today I thought I'd give you a few reminders and tips on how not to get ripped off in Asia. You hear of it a lot, and I have a story. When I was coming in the other night, about 3 nights ago, I was walking past the guard. We have a gated condo here, and there's a guard shack and they block off the road and everything with barriers, and you have to walk past the guard. And I was walking past, coming in, and there was a guy walking out from the condo to the guard at the same time I was passing the guard. And when I walked quickly, so I really didn't overhear much of the conversation, but I did hear him say to the guard, "Excuse me, I have a problem." He says, "My friend I let in my room stole something," and I couldn't hear. I was already past by the time I walked past that he stole something. I didn't get exactly what it stole, but what I did hear was the guy telling the guard, "I have a problem. I had a friend in my room and they stole, and I don't know what they stole, but yeah, he had a problem." And I can probably guess how that went down. He brought home a bar girl, and that was his friend. And he had drinks and passed out and woke up, and she was probably gone with his money, his wallet, his phone, who knows, whatever, And that's pretty much one way you're going to get ripped off here, hanging around with bar girls and bringing them home and stuff. And I suppose if you're going to do it, you better have a lockbox or in a place that has a safe, and use it too. Discourage it any way you can. Maybe have a locked bag. There's some safety bags you can chain to a post or something, or even my backpack's heavy. It's got a lock on it, and I keep anything important. Sometimes she'd have to steal the whole bag, and if it's heavy, loaded up with bricks or something, I don't bring any girls home, by the way. No, I haven't done it. But yeah, actually, I brought my friend she was just come to see on Christmas Day. I gave her gift at the apartment, but that was it. But yeah, don't bring them home, and she's trustworthy. But yeah, you bring a girl home that you don't just met at the bar, or who knows where she's been, or if you met her on the street, if she's a freelancer or something, all of a sudden she's a young girl really interested in an old 65-year-old guy with a big beer gut. Probably she's up to ulterior motives, That's something to always consider, in the end. Even if she puts up with you for now, later, some of these women, if they can accumulate enough money out of you, stash it away. Every time you give her money, and then she's going to say she don't have any more, and can she have some more? That's one way you're going to get ripped off, is you're probably freely going to give it away yourself, So that's something you're also probably going to consider. But actually, to get on an airplane, when you're flying to Asia, you're really not going to be in a position to be ripped off. The other people you're flying with, they're passengers too, or their crew. They're probably not interested in stealing your backpack or something like that. Your biggest fear will probably be forgetting your backpack in a coffee shop at an airport, or forget your phone on the counter at the airlines or something. That's something you're going to rip yourself off. One of the things. But generally, people flying are not in the mood to be grabbing your bag and running, or your phone and running. You're in a pretty secure place with other travelers. You get off at the airports, like especially in the Philippines, you'll notice a lot of them men will sit there with their backpack strapped around their leg when they're sitting there, because apparently there are some snatch and grabs. But I don't think, even at the airport, the bag people can get into your stuff too. So if you have bags go flying through the Philippines, like Manila and stuff, I heard them going in the bags. You will see the Filipinos, when they fly, if they have a box or if they ship a box, they will duct tape every square inch of that box, all ways. They'll duct tape complete everything, just encased in duct tape. Same with their suitcases. They'll wrap around their suitcases duct tape or Gorilla Tape. They'll tape every inch of the box. I've seen it. And that's generally how they ship things when they go through. Anytime they don't have it to where they can easily cut into it and look and see what's in there and grab stuff out, they tape them, duct tape them, all complete, like a Christmas present with duct tape. There ain't no getting into it. I did the same thing when I shipped packages from the U.S. So yeah, you can get ripped off in your luggage that way, but and somewhat you're not going to really get ripped off traveling. But you get out at the airport, and once you get out, you're fair game. In the Philippines, you're going to have all the cab drivers and stuff, and in Thailand too, they're all going to try to get a few more bucks out of you. I don't know if you can consider that being ripped off, but if you got no choice, you got no choice. If you can call a Grab, do that instead. At least you know what you're getting, so you can avoid the getting ripped off by the cabbie deal. And then you never know what a cabbie could do to you too, especially in Manila. They could bring you somewhere and rip you off and rob you or drop you off where your friends are or something. So yeah, I don't know about, you take a Grab if you can. That'd avoid getting ripped off right there. And then once you get in, say you're going to the Philippines, in Thailand, I would have to say you can actually, for where I am, maybe not in Pattaya and Bangkok and all that, but where I am, I can kind of leave my guard down. I'm really not worried about getting ripped off here at all. I think the people have got some good morals, and they show it by their trust in each other and how they leave their shops, just fold, lean the chair over and walk away from their bar, and it's all sitting there, and nobody there but the monkeys there. So they really put a lot of faith, and they're good people. I see they feed the animals. They go out of their way to take care of food and water. They put water and food. All the dogs are overweight here. But yeah, so I don't feel like, I think if I left my phone or somebody, and I went back, it'd probably still be there. And it might in the Philippines too. There's a lot of good, honest people there too, and I've had people chase me down to give me a tip back, so you will find good people. But I think my chances of getting my phone snatched here or bag snatched and a drive-by snatching it is pretty much zero. I don't see anybody worried about their cameras or their phones, or the people set up their phones and video themselves away from it and stuff. So there's really no threat of getting snatched here, I don't think. I have no fears of getting ripped off here, other than maybe if you brought a bar girl home like this poor dude did, that sounds like, So that's just one thing. And then you could get into a situation where you're pressured out of money. You're gonna meet a girl, and she's gonna have family, and the family's gonna have problems. They always do. If she's from a poor family, everything that comes up, any major purchase or any major tragedy comes up, if you're the Kano of the family, they're gonna first run to you to bail them out of that financial disaster of whatever it could be. And it could not only be them, it could be their cousins, it could be the neighbors, which will be. And I've had that happen. The neighbor comes over and needs food. What do you tell a person like that? Sorry, I got no food. And the kids, we got no rice is what they'll say. They have no rice. That means they're out of food. When they're out of rice, they're officially out of food then. But until they're out of rice, they've got food. So yeah, you gotta make a decision. Do I just tell you no? And you're sitting here with what, 20, 30 grand in the bank, and a couple thousand coming in a month, are you going to be telling a person no? So are you going to get ripped off? And then once that person, you give it to them, you're dependent on them. They kind of get dependent on that, and you're going to be back again and ask them next time they really need it. And other people are going to hear that of your generosity from afar, and they're going to come and ask you too, and cousins and all that. So you could get ripped off that way by just being a nice guy, and you really didn't get ripped off. You just got pressured into it, and that happens a lot. Or you can be stupid about it, and